Yeah. So this is Impunity versus ELITE8, the fan favorite, as you mentioned, and these are interesting picks. I think it's very risky. We saw it didn't work in previously between J3X against Silver. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. The only thing I can say is that it's going to be weapon power Kestrel, so the poke isn't going to be as damaging. I am a big fan of Finn. I love the fact that he's being picked, but I'm really surprised that Impunity didn't pick Vox, because I think the worst carry against Finn is Vox for sure. Because he can build up stacks on the Finn's slow, and can essentially help eliminate the rest of the team that is with the Finn. So this is going to be interesting. What do you think yourself, Billy? Sketchy.
I think that Impunity just drafts. I don't even know what they do. I think they just go. They just hope to kill people with outright skill over actual strategy. I don't understand the draft. I mean, I guess they're much better than I am. But I just don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think that the red team actually have a combo. They actually have a strategy, whereas blue team is just gonna go, let's kill stuff. And that's all they got.
That's true. But hey, look, that could work. Samuel's really mobile, so I think it's gonna be harder for the Finn to pull off the force to core, somewhat. They do have somewhat of an early game compared to ELITE8, because we all know that Official Heim on the Celeste will only really come into her own once she hits level 8 or so. You have the Drift and Dark, which will do a lot of damage to the likes of Finn, and as we see, the Celeste is down.
Celeste is down already, and Spaghetti is going hard on Jaegers. Maybe he gets poke here. There you go. Oh, Madison Verdict so close yet so far. I know he saved me. I'm on above half health, so he's okay. But Jaeger's almost bit the dust there from a fantastic Madison Verdict. Really good position from Spaghetti. What a time as well. Spaghetti saving his life. And there you go. Like I said, they're just kind of going to go for the kill, die, stuff thing without really having too much strategy.
Well, isn't that a strategy in itself? My dear Sketchy Brit, just kill die stuff. Yeah, it's still a strategy. It might not be a technically advanced strategy, but it's a strategy nonetheless. No, but it's like, we see the poke coming out of Spaghetti, and also I'd imagine Spaghetti will get a broken myth. Second item, I would imagine. He'll be able to build up stacks, broken myth stacks on the Finn as well. So will the Ringo. Yeah. So as much as...
Oh, Corner Voice is dead though. He's so fast. No help. Getty's definitely here on his own. Joe's like gonna go 1v3 and probably try to win the fight here. And oh, he's picked up the kill though, and he's still able to do serious damage now and gonna keep his distance. Kestrel just hurt, so they're just gonna rotate around to the lane, maybe try and keep this farm. And that was a really good play, like pretty clutch there from Spaghetti to not only save the lane but keep himself alive in that scenario.
Yeah, well, it's that mobility. He'll be able to He'll be able to kind of somewhat move around Celeste. Oh my god, why do I forget the name of Celeste's A ability? Please help me out, Sketchy Bro.
I don't remember it. Oh, this is the worst.
Oh my god.
Oh no, whatever will I do to remember it?
Heliogenesis, there you go. Thanks very much, I hate you so much. But anyway, the Samuel will be able to move around and somewhat avoid the heliogenesis from the Celeste, so that's a big advantage. And as we see, the poke, anything at the moment that Official Heim is able to poke at, Spaghetti is able to poke at just as much, if not better.
Yeah. Oh, poor boy, taking a lot of damage, and why he did that, I have no idea. It's like he's only been playing Ringo recently, he's been paying for it, and that will be like, probably down here. It takes a really good bounce. Getting trying to do damage, but taking a lot in return. Nice bounce coming out, but it won't be enough. Not a bounce, sorry, I don't know, he must have just genuinely healed from something, so Getty probably popping a potion there, but Corner Voice has not been playing well these past few games. I mean, he's in the games he's been in, he gets it called out. And he always seems to play
Well, the biggest thing was his positioning there. He was in the left-hand corner while Lance was far away from him. you know, oh, that was a
And he
nice
dies
kill
again,
line.
but he doesn't manage to pick up a
Yeah,
kill.
exactly. No, like, his positioning in that last fight, he was in the left-hand corner where Celeste and Kessler were able to poke at him. He was nowhere near Lance. So, he wasn't able to block himself from the glimmer shots. He wasn't able to kind of move around away from the heliogenesis. He was stuck. He took too much damage. He got poked out and he died far too quickly. He needs to change up his positioning a little bit. Either that, or Inked needs to make sure that he is near Quarter Voice if he is going to go away from him. And then maybe we'll start to see Quarter Voice not take as much damage and as well put out more damage that we know he can put out.
Yeah. And Spaghetti actually missing quite a few mathematics here, but here's a fantastic belt. Spaghetti trying to do some damage, kind of deliver will come across, and it won't really hit anyone actually, but every time Spaghetti's taking a lot of damage. Kessler which allows him to get farmed up. Nice solar storm coming out, but look at this! Oh, the angle! The angle is fantastic. Spaghetti just messes up the last one, and that will be Celeste going back to base, but this will be some nice turret damage coming out from the Impunity boys. No, it won't be, because no one split pressures with me. No one does. Not a thing. Oh, Spaghetti might even die to a minion. That's going to be close. He's going to go back to base. He's going to give it to Quarter Voice, and Quarter Voice is going to rotate up. Go from there. But this kill die stuff strategy may not be working with them too well. Come later.
Maybe, but again, never underestimate. We know the Samuel will only get stronger. It will require him to get off his Malison Verdict very nicely and hit the targets that he needs to hit. But yeah, once he builds up his second full item, he's going to be a lot more powerful. I am surprised he's gone for Frostburn first item. I don't get that because there's nobody jumping on him. The two enemy heroes that he's against are both ranged. The Finn is slow anyway, so he doesn't need Frostburn.
Oh, Jaeger's almost fell, but they managed to get away. He's retreating really well. And Spaghetti's missing a lot of Malison Verdict, taking a lot of damage in turn. And now they just need to be able to find the right poke angle. Will Spaghetti trying to find it? He is, and he does manage to get some nice damage onto a Fisher High. He's trying to drift down, but saving in a very perfect position. Will take far too much damage. But again, it's not another kill. They are just avoiding a kill. There's Oblivion. That will hit it. And finally a kill comes in, and Spaghetti just goes, you know what? And just throws down that Oblivion.
Yeah, like what I love about this comp that Samuel is against is that was a fantastic kill by Lance and aggression on the side of Impunity there.
On I Love Impunity?
I said on the side of Impunity.
I thought you said I love Impunity there. Just like,
well, I do love Impunity.
Like, oh, Ink is gonna fall here. He should have gone for the stun. Oh, he survived.
Use found.
He's gonna get an amazing route off, and that will get the kill. Doesn't hit anybody. That was.
It's a definition. It's a definition of baited. The definition of being baited. He got baited hard and
textbook baited.
Ah, fantastic to see. But no, like Impunity, you dismissed them. The Fiend and Minimider kind of dismissed them with this comp, but I think they're making it work. Spaghetti is playing it fantastic. Samuel. Quarter Voice is starting to come into his own more. I think he's playing a little bit better and he's sticking to his team a bit more. Finn, I love Finn, but I don't think he's quite working at the moment.
Yeah. As
we see a bit of an engage.
There was a nice three-man heliogenesis here. Getting 3 damage onto a 55 right now. So 4 damage. Oh, that's not good for Spaghetti. Got some quite not good spot, but Quarter Voice is going to go in. With the help out, we haven't even landed together, but it is. Both of them are blocked. Now we're going to see Juicy Kessler try to do what she can. But Spaghetti don't care. But Jaeger can't take on both carries, so Spaghetti's actually going to sort of attention to the Celeste, who does fall. And now they're going to go onto this Kestrel, but they're going to take out Save Me first. And Kestrel will be able to do anything here. No, she won't. A nice double step from Quarter Voice and a few basic attacks to follow up soon. Will be enough to take out this Kestrel, and that is a 3-man ace. And Impunity team felt like they were holding on for so long there on such little health.
Yeah, it was fantastic play. It was fantastic fountain on the side of Inked. I was a little bit worried when Inked got away from both Quarter Voice and Spaghetti. and was kind of focusing on the Celeste and Kestrel. But what I loved is that Spaghetti, instead of thinking, oh well, he's away from us, he should come back to us. Spaghetti was like, nah, I'm gonna go to him and I'm gonna help get the kill, and that really helped.
Oh my lord, this damage! Celeste is like one more man of the verdict. Decide not to go for it, but that's alright. Like sorry, Infamous Legion would have gone for that. Just saying.
Now.
Die for that. Just it's all in the name change. That's all it is. It's all in the name change. And I'm getting nasally because I'm really ill.
It's okay. It's okay, baby. I'll give you a virtual hug.
Don't call me baby on
okay.
stream, dude.
Sorry.
Don't want to tell me.
To make you feel better. anyway, we'll get back into this match. No, really, as Fee is kind of. Yeah, I know, but as Fee kind of put on chat, Spaghetti is the MVP of this match. So, oh, is he? He just got rooted. Fantastic. But no, Spaghetti has been the MVP of this match so far. He's doing those Mal's and verdicts from all kind of angles. He's putting great support for there by. Sorry.
Why they just put into the number corner, turning around and outright destroying the castle with the help of Quarterboy. So look at this, Thunderstorm's going to come in, not really do anything. Official High tries to come in, but they just push the minions into the turret, and now we're seeing Official High. Now he's taking some serious damage, and that's pushing to right place. Full HP to pick up the kills. The Hellfire Brew comes over the wall onto their body. And now Anime Save, he's just going to use the minion miler to try and stay alive, but it won't be enough. Samuel will pick up the kill, and that will probably be another turret for the Impunity boys. Yes, Quarterboy just picked it up as Kestrel spawns in. The Impunity, this is the Impunity I love to see. This is what we want to see from these boys, and they are playing superb.
They are, but like I talked about how Spaghetti is kind of MVP of the match so far, and that's totally true. But Inked is playing a Lance the way Lance better than a Lance should be played in terms of. He is moving that lance about so well. He's getting stuck into the fights. He's using the lance like in some way like you'd use a fortress. He's getting in there. He's causing a distraction. He's putting ELITE8 under some form of pressure. He's not afraid to jump in there, and it's kind of the right strategy to have because you're against two ranged heroes, and the way you battle a ranged hero is by getting in their face, because then they haven't really got the range advantage over you. But Inked is doing this superbly. He's getting out of the way when he needs to. He's rolling out of the way. He's doing Githian walls to block them. He's playing a fantastic game on this lance, and it's showing. Definitely, 100%.
Yeah, and Crystal Sentry is now joining the fight. He's a little bit awkward on that wall, but they're together to get another Crystal Sentry. Right when it's formed, no kind of tech contest, and that was a fantastic call. But it was blocked by Quarterboy. They managed to get that block off, but the Crucible was used, and actually Quarterboy is used his own reflex block as well, not trusting his own support. That's rude. Yeah. But it doesn't really matter too much. And he's either on the side of ELITE8. No shield at all. He takes half health damage straight away and start the fight. He has got a new part of the Crucible. Okay. Ripping Dog has been used, and now they're just going to be able to take this damage over the wall. Now we see actually Spaghetti is very low on energy, so Ringer's probably going to help with that one, and actually steals it from him. So Quarter Voice is rude.
No, I think he did it on purpose because the Samuel has to go out. So he's better off taking the tree and healing up and getting the kill as we do. Fantastic. Great play by Quarter Voice and Inked. So much damage there on Celeste. That was like a three-shot Celeste. Well, he hasn't got any weapon power defense, so in some way what he expected is, you know. Oh my lord, the Jaeger goes down while receiving a fountain. Quarter Voice is doing so much damage. They don't have armor. So it's... Did you just do a joke there? No, I didn't. You're saying it wrong apparently. It's Quarter Voice. Oh, you're saying Quarter Voice? Yeah, I've been saying Quarter Voice as well, but apparently it's a Quarter Voix. Oh, quarter. No. I didn't know it was French. My apologies. I'm calling him Quarter Voice. I don't even care. Yeah, I'm calling him Quarter Voice. Yeah, we made an executive decision. He's called Quarter Voice. I'm gonna much like Oshin is Oshin. Anyway, exactly.
Make up
Quarter
my name.
voice.
So
Anyway,
it probably is Quarter Voice, but we are going to say Quarter
Yeah.
Voice because I can't change my tone of speech right
as we see, the Kraken is looking to be taken on the side of Impunity, but can ELITE8 look to steal it with either
now.
watch
Oh my
damage?
lord! Lance with a really lucky repel there to get the invisible Kestrel. That is going to be a Kraken with no contesting. That was absolutely beautiful. Ink is playing so well right now. This is the Ink I've wanted to see because he has been lacking a little bit in a few games, but now he is definitely a true part of Impunity.
And also, it's the Lance that I want to see. It's the Lance play that, as somebody that mains Lance, he is doing an amazing job. It's fantastic to see. And like,
This might be risky. This might be risky. Oblivion comes across, and this turret is just firing shots to the entire team. There now he goes to in. Waterboy's trying to block it, but he's getting this, and now he's going to try and get away best he can as the captain goes down. Waterboy's really trying to take out the turret, and risks the turret shot to get it. It's still alive. He's still alive. Here comes the solar storm. It doesn't matter because Ringo's got the crystal, and that is GG as Celeste picks up another kill. And picture behind, when he get the kill, no way. Quarter Voice. Oh, Quarter Voice. That was. Oh, sorry, Quarter Voice. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
That was.
If his name is Quarter Voice, it's gonna ruin my entire life.
You do know what that was at the end. They'd won the game. He got the kill, but that's like when you kill somebody in something like Halo, and you as you would say, you kind of teabag him. That was taunting. Yeah, that was taunting ELITE8. That was just going, no, yeah, we were gonna win it either way. You're dead. GG, well played. You know.
I think it's because
fantastic.
Official Hind went for him, so Quarter Voice just went.
Yeah. No, that was absolutely amazing. So much in some way to talk about from that match. I don't think we kind of really expected Impunity to win on that comp, but the players played those heroes to the best of their ability, and it was fantastic to see.
It's more that I didn't expect them to win so well. They played
Fair enough.
I thought they'd have a little bit of issues because they're literally known for not buying reflex boxes. But today they had their strategy well. They got the reflex box, they did it well, and it was awesome. But to talk more about that as we set up for the next game, let's go over to our resident analysts, Minimiter and Physics.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, that was
Or not go over to our resident analysts.
No,
What?
Quarter voice.
And they keep telling me off.
Quarter voice.
Just say it. I'm kidding.
Well, Spaghetti was really the MVP right there. He was just so good going in with those pokes of Samuel, Madison, Verdict here and there. Like, Finn is trying his best to body block them, but he's so slow. Spaghetti just goes around them. Madison Verdict does so much damage on Celeste and Kestrel, and they didn't even buy any shield. Like,
it was fantastic. Spaghetti's flawless 7-0 performance there. He could get around the Finn, like he'd do a couple of shots at Finn, and then he'd just use the power basic attack and just walk past him. Celeste was trying to poke, but Samuel just has as much poke as Celeste, and he could land it way easier. Because those Madison Verdicts, it's a straight line, and if they're anywhere along that line, they get hit. Celeste has only got a small circle for her Helios. And Kestrel wasn't part of the fight really. Because Samuel just poked him down before he could do anything. And with Lance just landing so many impales and Githian walls on Kestrel, Ringo could just lock her down. It was really well played.
And it was also a really nice vision from the side of Impunity with Inked. I keep calling him by his own name. Anyway, with Inked just setting in the vision, making sure that they don't get caught out in any of Kestrel's active camo as well. So I think it's really good. Yes,
Yeah, it really was. And Quarter Voice knew what he was doing. Sorry, Quarter Voix. No, it's definitely Quarter Voice.
It's Quarter Voix. I just checked the player. He says it's Quarter Voix. So
No, it's not.
Very annoyed.
Casters.
Quarter voice.
Quarter Voix. Okay.
The player is wrong.
The player
Learn how to say your name.
However they
Quarter
like.
Voice.
So now with Samuel being so powerful, I guess Quarter Voix kind of slipped up in the first few minutes of the game, getting caught out there so easily.
There were definitely points in the game where ELITE8 used their comp and used the combinations really well. Like when when that Wingo was above the turret, Lance was below. He tried to run away, and he ran around a Celeste Helio. But as soon as Celeste went to pop it and turn it supernova, Finn did his polite company, pulled the Wingo towards the Helio Genesis, which destroyed it. And we're now, hopefully, both the teams are ready, and we are going to go into the next draft. Fee, take us away.
And let the draft begin. Yeah, it's on time.
We've got this sorted now. So we've got ELITE8 on the left as blue team, and we've got Impunity on the right as red team. We saw double healer ban, and I think it was Koshka as well. Do you think we may see a Samuel ban coming out?
Samuel. I think because Spaghetti has such a large hero pool, though, it's really difficult to ban him out of his pool over here, because you have to either ban Koshka, which Spaghetti, I think they've been target banning Spaghetti all this while, and then they have to spend another ban on Samuel as well. It's just not that good, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they're clearly not 100% sure what they want to do. Just taking a bit of bonus time to make sure that they get this first ban right. I've got a feeling we'll be seeing some of the healers coming out today. That Adagio and Lyra, one of them will get through this.
Yeah, I think with Adagio and Lyra being so powerful, they could. I mean, Impunity has made the mistake of letting both Adagio and Lyra slip through the draft. They could try and bank on that happening again, or just ban someone else just to make sure that they can secure one of the healers, even if. Yeah.
They're taking a lot of their bonus time to think about this first ban. Really, this is a bit of an interesting decision, because then they're not going to have any bonus time for the rest of their picks.
I don't know.
Hopefully it's not a disconnection error. Yeah,
either they are trolling, or they disconnected, or they just didn't prepare for this. They're gonna be like, Koshka or Samuel? Koshka or Samuel?
Ban something. Anything. They're gonna try and do no ban.
Oh, this is the first?
Yep, I believe that is restarted.
The draft begins.
You imagine this going on for forever and ever, just like waiting until they finally ban something.
We can have infinite time to think about our ban. Hopefully, ELITE8 get their players connected, and they will be able to ban something.
Hopefully.
Hopefully so. And then going back into bonus time, I think we'll just talk for a bit more. So what do we think? So Kestrel is obviously quite important. She's quite often picked and also quite often banned. Do you think the ELITE8 will be hesitant to pick the Kestrel as it lost them the last game?
I think Kestrel, we've seen Kestrel on both the winning and losing sides of the match right now. I think she's kind of like, she's really skill based. If you pick a Kestrel, you need to be really confident in your skill. You need to know that you will be able to land those glimmer shots and can just, get away from the enemy whenever they're on top of you. So if you're picking Kestrel, it's really a gamble here.
Yeah. You need to play it well, and you need to not get collapsed upon. Because even if you're ahead as a Crystal Kestrel, if you get caught out by a scout trap you don't know is there, then you get bursted ridiculously easily. And apart from Koshka, who are you hoping to see in this match that we haven't seen yet in any of the drafts today?
Fortress. I think Fortress is one of the most underestimated heroes in C. We haven't seen Fortress at all last week. We've seen Fortress being banned on the side of Silver, but I think that was more of a targeted ban than a general ban. Fortress hasn't been picked at all. And with the two healers on the board, I mean, if they're let through, I think Fortress is gonna be really a good pick with all the mortal wounds that he can apply with his Law of the Claw and the Attack of the Pack.
Not the Truth of the Tooth, though.
Truth of the Tooth is more of a gap closer to help him and his team.
Yeah, it's so helpful when he use the truth, and everyone gets that speed boost going towards an enemy. It's useful if you're playing with someone who hasn't got much of a gap close, and you need that speed boost to really get onto it. And the draft has been paused. We're going to just make sure that ELITE8 and Impunity are both connected to the draft and ready to ban or pick whatever they want.
I can just imagine like ELITE8 just waiting, like eating out all the bonus time, going like trying to plan the entire draft. If we ban Adagio, they ban Lyra, and then we pick Koshka, and then they pick this. Just planning the entire draft throughout like the 5 minutes.
They're spending all of the bonus time thinking of every possible scenario of draft. How many heroes is there? There's like 31, 32 heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 6, 31. There are 31 heroes. I knew that, and that might take a while for them. I think the sketchy bit was saying Grumpjaw in my ear there.
I didn't know you could count that high, Mini.
I can't. I have to do timesing. I can't count.
So I presume we're still just to chime in because we're waiting, kind of thing. And we were kind of we were talking. We were talking off stream during the break about the psychology of the draft. What do you think of that?
Oh wait, yeah.
Yes. No, we weren't. No, but of the time with the overtime that's available. Okay, I'll leave you to it then, and I'll let you talk about that on stream, Mini.
Okay. I'm hopefully into the draft, and the draft has now begun. Third time. Hopefully everyone is all okay, and we're going to see. They're still going to. Something's wrong with Billy. Hope he's okay. The draft has been paused again. So a big thing with draft at the moment is, as you have this extra bonus time which you can choose whenever you want, is if you want to play a comp. For example, you've got. I'm not going to give away a comp here. You've got a comp of double one carry and double protect. So Lance, Catherine, Ringo. That right? We want to play this, and we think we can beat whatever they pick with our comp. You don't want to instantly pick your hero as soon as the timer starts, because that gives it away to your opponent that you know what you want to play and you've got a comp in mind. So going into bonus time and spending a bit of extra time thinking about the pick could possibly put your opponent off and to make them think that you're not quite sure what you want to pick. And that's what Imperium was talking about. And it's a very important part of esports and competitive games, is you need to outthink your opponent as well as outplay them.
Yeah, I think this going into the psychology of drafting, that is so deep, Many. Just like baiting them, and it's not just the way you talk about it. It's just not just about baiting them into certain picks. It's also like making them doubt their own choices and see whether you do it. So, for example, if you have prepared something and you know that there is a problem with for example, you have let's say you know that Castro goes really bad into your comp, but you don't have the space to ban it, and you decide to ban like couple picks anyway. You're gonna be like, let's pick this fast, and then make them dump their comp. It's just reverse psychology. It goes too deep for me. The psychology of draft timing.
Yeah, there's a lot of different levels that you can go to, and I'm sure the teams are thinking about it, but they probably could do a bit more with when they pick people, because if you know what you want to pick, and so the other team are thinking that they've picked well, and you just insta pick your next two heroes, say as Team A, that will really throw people off, and hopefully we get to see something being banned soon. But so
that's like they're just really taking forever to ban and pick here.
There's probably a bit of a.
Maybe ELITE8 is just playing the really deep game, going like, let's stall out the opponent and psychologically affect themselves.
Okay, something's wrong with this bit, but.
I have to apologise. We're just going deep, like.
Now, keep it PG with the going deep, please.
What?
Okay,
keep
it PG with the going deep, please.
I don't even understand that.
be.
Okay, fair enough.
What? I didn't. Whatever I said, if it meant something else, I didn't need it.
Elite
I don't
8,
even-
please ban something. Just anything. Ban beer, ban kettle, ban rhyme. I don't mind.
Ben Ryan.
Just don't ban Fortress, please.
Fortress.
Yeah,
Fortress
just
is
an-
kind
just
of
an
a
official-
decent ban as a first.
Just a
ban.
quick official announcement, Physics. We do have one warning for Elite 8 for delaying the stream of the draft, as you saw right there. So that's the first warning for Elite 8. We will not be withstanding that from any other team. So if you're a team you're listening, don't do that, or you will receive an official warning from Tesseract. Anyway, back to you and our analysts.
That's probably not a good thing that they've been warned for delaying the draft. It's just annoying, and it's not playing by the right spirit, and it's maybe they're just trying to get a quick blitz in before they play it before the game. I don't know.
Enough time for them to play Blitz. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it could be they couldn't connect to the draft client. I mean, we've seen some small bugs in the draft before, double Ozo picks on one side, double monkey ball for
Wait,
days.
what? What happened there?
I think it was just that they were
Yeah.
both two players are trying to pick the same hero at the same time.
Yeah,
So
and both of them got picked. You got double Ozo. 'Cause I do remember there was a problem with Rona, I believe it was, got instantly picked, and so we see a Samuel ban.
finally.
Yes. So Elite 8 have got their stuff together. They've spent their time thinking about every possible draft. Samuel ban.
I think they
Done.
finally. What? Okay, I guess Fortress is still open, so I guess they could probably still pick Fortress if Elite 8 goes with the Adagio. I would probably love to see a Fortress pick here as a counter. If not, later on take one of the Mortal Wound heroes.
Yeah, because if they don't pick the Fortress here, it is likely that Fortress will be banned by Elite 8 if it's not picked up straight away, because he is really one of the best counters to the heal comps. And Samuel being banned away, it's probably just a target ban, because Samuel
This
did so
is
much.
definitely a target ban. Ooh, they go
And Glaive instead. Okay, Glaive and Attacker ban, so that's one of the Mortal Wound heroes down. They do not want to see Taka being played. That's probably they've probably got a comp in mind.
I think Taka is more of target ban. We've seen how Taka has been wrecking in the sea in general, especially on Eric Udai. He is just so cheeky attack. I'm surprised that they banned Rengo here instead of Fortress.
For the Fortress, yeah, because Ringo's he's a good pick. He's a good hero to play. But there are other weapon carries that will do as well. And sorry, I've just been thrown off by that lance. So we have a glaive lance, which means either a weapon lance or a roam lance, and the glaive will fill in the other role. They're leaving Impunity here. We're leaving their carry till last to try and counter pick.
To tell you the truth, I think glaive weapon might be possible here. I mean, we see weapon glaive in both the top teams for EU and NA, and it's proved to be pretty successful. I mean, you can run lane glaive here and still have enough time for the Fortress, just play a dive comp. But then again, maybe the reason why they didn't pick Fortress here was because they were afraid of a Vox pick for countering Fortress on the other side.
Yeah, that would be. I think they've gone for the glaive because they've gone for glaive lance because they know that glaive can be flexed anywhere, and they also want to leave Fortress open. And Koshka's been picked. Yes, I'm gonna go that Elite 8 are gonna win this because they got Koshka. That's it. You don't need anyone else.
They're definitely on the winning side of the draft right now. Adagio and Koshka just diving in, doing some damage. If she gets a broken miss, she can just stack so much with it. And if Adagio keeping Koshka healthy with Gift of Fire, Koshka going in, Adagio applying the burn on all three heroes if possible too, if not because they are melee. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think that Impunity here really have to. I think they should spend quite a bit of time thinking about who's the best pick. Are they going to want to go Fortress? And if they go Fortress to counter the Adagio, who's going to go where? Are they going to put that lane glaive and a jungle lance, or what are they going to do? because Koshka into Glaive, especially if you go a cooldown Glaive into a Koshka, you will not win. It's because Koshka can dive the back line and pretty much just kill them.
Personally, I don't think they're gonna. Personally, I don't think they're gonna go with a jungle lance. We haven't seen much success with jungle lance in the past few matches, and I also happen to know that 8 mains Lance. Lance is one of his favorite heroes and has been since he's been playing competitive, and he's pretty good at it.
Yeah, as we saw in the last game, he really knows how to land the impales. And Baron's been picked up as well, so this is definitely Koshka will win the early game, and if it gets to late game, Baron will offset Koshka's slightly falling off, which is a really good idea. But the problem with doing a comp like this is you're not overly strong at any point during the game. They're quite good early game with Koshka, and then quite good late game with Baron, but they don't overlap to both be strong at the same time.
I guess, yeah, they're probably going to use Koshka and Adachi to catapult themselves into the late game, so that once they do that, Baron can just rack with everyone and, ooh, Kestrel pick.
And Kestrel. Okay, so Fortress again gets through without being picked or banned, and Kestrel into Koshka, that's probably going to be a Crystal Kestrel, which can work quite well into Koshka because she is very squishy. If Koshka gets hit by 2 Glimmer shots, she needs to back off because another hit by Glaive and another Glimmer shot on Koshka would be dead. So I think I'm still going to go with ELITE8, who's going to win this game based on the Adagio and the Baron ramping to late game. What do you think, Fee?
Looking at not just the draft but also the players as well, I think Impunity has got this. They have some pretty good Kestrel players on Team Impunity. They have, in terms of Crystal Kestrel, they were the ones who, if I'm not wrong, first started playing Crystal Kestrel before she was even popular. And
yeah,
I think they're really confident on Kestrel. And looking at, in terms of skill, they've also been pretty powerful. So we also have Inked on his main as Lance. So yeah,
that's a very, very important pick for Impunity to get Impunity on Lance. It really makes such a massive difference to play your comfort hero over playing a counter pick.
Looks like the sketchy bit is having some problems with connections, so I might need it to take over forecasting as well. But anyway, before that, nope.
No, Fee's dreams are down the drain. Sketchy bit is back.
Hey, I can take a rest and eat lunch. Food.
Okay, we are hopefully going to be going into the game shortly, so I will pass it over to Imperium and Sketchy Bit to be your shoutcasters.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mini Maitre and Physics, who's going to be eating like she always does. My name is the Sketchy Brit, and welcome to another nail-biting match between ELITE8 and Impunity. I have the very Irish Imperium here with me to do us a little jig and tell us how this game's going to go. How are you?
Sorry. I was just finished doing a quick Irish dance before this match.
Just for good luck, right?
Just for good luck, and I was trying to look for me pot of gold. Anyway,
you're Irish, not a leprechaun.
What's the difference? See? What's the difference? Anyway, so we see the second match, ELITE8 Impunity versus Impunity. This draft is really interesting. From an off, I'm gonna say it's ELITE8 to win, or should I say to lose. We've got Adagio, Koshka, Baron. Baron, yeah, okay, late game for sure, but he can still put down decent damage after his first full damage item. You have Glaive, you have Lance, and you have Kestrel. Glaive is obviously really mobile, and he's gonna have to try and jump on the Baron. There you go. But what I'm interested in finding out, although it does seem pretty obvious now, is whether it's going to be a weapon power Glaive and crystal power Kestrel, or if it's crystal power Glaive and weapon power Kestrel. I would like to have seen a weapon power.
Kestrel.
Yeah, I would have hope to seeing a weapon power glaive and a CP Kestrel, even though the Kestrel is in lane, because the Baron is early game, and I thought, well, it wouldn't have made much of a difference in terms of the start. He still would have been able to farm up okay. But as we've seen, it seems to be a weapon power Kestrel and a CP glaive, so that is a little bit disappointing from my point of view. But hey, look, it can still work for them. They can gladly still win, and we'll have to find out when it comes to fight engagement.
Oh, I love. What was the plan? What was the plan? And he gets completely destroyed by a fantastic glaive afterburn punch.
So,
I think my screen completely threw, so I don't know what answered after that. Anime Saving wants to go in, he wants to do damage, he doesn't care. This is how Koshka should be played. Oh, that was beautiful. Almost killing the Lance there. Probably will rotate through, try to take the jungle. This is what you need to do as Koshka. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. And yeah. I just laid out.
I'm a very, very nice rally chant you had going there. As we see the Koshka taking this mid-treant, looking to kind of get ahead on farm of the glaive, because that would really make a difference come these fight engagements. We did see that afterburn work on the glaive, you know, so we know it can work. They've just got to be able to surprise Elite 8 in this match and take advantage of it.
It was surprising, like I just did a surprise one.
That's the kind of surprise that glaive needs to do. The kind of I scared you type surprise. Again,
oh wow, Spaghetti! A little out, but speak of the devil, there he is. He's going to try and do what he can, but this like a dive is going to get it away. I think that was a little bit too early on that afterburn there. Probably should have gone for the Baron, but went for the Adagio, kind of dodged him like halfway towards the edge of the lane, like not really in a good position at all. So, you know, not too bad, not great either, but obviously he was just going for that surprise factor, like we were saying.
Yeah, exactly. Now, iLock will need to get out better vision than he has put out so far, because, like, it's a really bad sign when the glaive is able to come from the enemy's side of the bush and do a gank that way. That's not a good sign, and I'm sure Elite 8 will kind of not be happy to have seen that. But I'm sure iLock will as we've just seen, he'll put down more vision and make sure there's a bit more protection against the glaive.
Yeah, even going as far to get some nice flares now as well, just to catch them out, see where they are.
Yep.
I predict a slower game again as well. It's very weird for me to see these guys who are just gods in SEA just play slower comps, you know? Play the meta. Impunity, what is going on? Have you been taking, are these the real Impunity? Is this conspiracy theory? Conspiracy theory.
But maybe they're somewhat trying to look at a bigger picture. They know they can be aggressive. They know that they can make a fight last only 14-15 minutes kind of thing, or make a match last that long. So maybe they're training.
Fight last 15 minutes. That would be
I know. I just realized that was a big mistake on my. But I was hoping you wouldn't notice that, damn it. But anyway, so maybe...
No, of course I wouldn't notice that. Why wouldn't I? You corrected yourself. So of course you made it obvious that you messed up. So yeah. Oh, that's much better. I love just getting stunned, getting pushed in the Giffy Wall, getting in perfect positioning, and just captivation on death. And here we see Tiava Quarter Voice going for his official tier 3 boots. Sorry, Quarter Voir. And Anime going in a bit deep, you're a Koshka, but you're not immortal. And it's going to take some damage, but not enough damage, really. It's barely to get anything.
No,
it took like no damage.
Yeah, well, no, but he also didn't take a lot of damage. You know,
I literally just said he didn't take any damage.
I thought you said he didn't do much damage.
No, he's doing nice damage. Look at it, Iggy's almost dead.
He's doing okay damage. He hasn't got aftershock yet.
He's doing nice.
No,
he's doing nice
damage. But he is at level 6 already, so that's going to be to his advantage. I am kind of surprised he hasn't gone up to lane to help pressure as much, but maybe his attitude is, okay, look, I'm going to try farm up, make sure I have my aftershock, make sure I have the damage, so that when I do engage, I'm engaging hard and I'm getting those kills as quickly as possible. Especially because it's not a stupid strategy.
No, because at that point you're starting to go to the mid game. You run the risk of leaving it too late, especially against the Glaive and the Kett, who are very good defensively. If you don't get them while they're down and they're in their half space, you run a massive risk of not actually being able to do anything. Because if you do the waiting aftershock in like Yami Cat defensive strategy, you run the risk that they're just gonna block it, and then you are useless. Attack from level 1. Just go ham on a Koska. You're wasting her potentially. It's gonna go in on Ink, and they can just defend. They can now defend her down the strategy where she's not overly powerful. Ink can just use the bounce. And now she's gonna go in with the other kind of not with the other kind of there's the other kind of frenzy, but it is blocked by Spaghetti. And now we see Ink trying to get the damage off and trying to pick up the kill, but the battle was using save Koska. And there we go, Ink does go down. Now Quarter of Water is trying to run away from Anime. Save me! Oh, the clever shot. That invis lasted forever. I'm sorry. That invis lasted, I think, too long now.
Yeah, but
like,
one thing is that you've got to realize that the Koshka isn't just gonna be acting as an assassin in terms of going in, doing a kill, going out type thing. Because of the Adagio, because of that extra kind of sustain he's gonna have, he's gonna be playing a distraction role. So he's gonna be getting in the face of the likes of the Lance, the Glaive.
Oh, what? I was getting trying to get away. Alright, somehow he stopped him. I mean, he went over the wall, the turret didn't target him, and then it did. Oh, the reflex block! It's enough to save his life! There is no physical way! Oh, Spaghetti would have got away. Oh,
no way! Oh.
He would have got away, but he didn't. He didn't try, he got scared and bolted. I think he actually would have survived there. But poor Spaghetti, he held out his balls for everyone to see. Showed he had the biggest balls in the world, and then he dropped them and died by.
in the words of Scooby Doo, would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids.
Technically a child, I think.
There you go, yeah, and you know. Anyway, but no, that was interesting by Spaghetti, and yeah, he was a little bit unlucky to not get away from that, but you could say he shouldn't have been in that position. No, he shouldn't have kind of exposed himself like that. As you see, Ink putting out good flares to try and get rid of that vision so that the Glaive does have more freedom to jump on the likes of the Baron and stuff like that. But this is interesting. Two kills each. You got about a goal difference to the advantage of ELITE8. The fights are close. It can be anybody's fight so far. You've got the Koshka built an aftershock already. You've got the Baron on a Sour Blade and Breaking Point already, which is good to see, so you can try and build up stacks on the likes of the Lance. You've got the Glaive on the Storm Crown as you see another fight going on.
Yeah, we do, and it's over.
Why do I stop talking just as the fight ends? It's not fair. You know?
I'm not going to say anything this game. You're too good with transition.
Yeah, I know. It's like, or maybe I just shouldn't talk so I can't do a bad transition. You know?
Sorry. Well, I'm a bad transition. Baron got it though. Great on these two. Quarterboy does what he can. Actually doing a shot the opposite. It's over prediction right there. They're going to go for the shot. We'll pick up the kill on the Koshka. Now it's going to be Jaeger on top of this. Quarterboy, and he does go for the kill. He gets a double kill, but gets picked up by Baron, who is ridiculously powerful. Was sitting on 6 break point stacks there. So did some good work there on the Kestrel, and he is doing work. This Kestrel, this Koshka, it's CP Glaive all over. Sorry, I don't like CP Glaive. He's not good. Especially in this kind of situation where they have so much damage and you need damage, you need equal damage back. And having just another one just to like stun someone maybe if they don't block it if you're lucky, isn't like it's not. It might as well just go on.
Exactly. Spaghetti hasn't even got aftershock, so he's not even doing that burst damage compared to the Koshka. Like the Koshka is doing a far better job than the Glaive right now. As a distractor. Well, yeah, of being Glaive, exactly. it can still go either way because the Kestrel is powerful. But yeah, it's Adagio is also putting out those heals. He's putting out those buffs. He's giving that team a bit better and a bit extra sustain coming into these fights, and it's kind of paying off because they've gotten the ace so far. They are jumping a little bit, about 2k ahead in a gold, and as you see a bit more of a fight engagement going on, or is again Impunity are going to back off. So I don't know what I don't know what's happened here. Sketchy Bear, help me out here. I don't know when a fight is going to engage.
I'm angry at this game. I'm angry. Just fight. Just kill each other. Just lose the game.
We want to see fights, damn it. You know. But yeah, it's interesting. I do think both teams are playing similar strategies in the game. They're both trying to be calculated. They're both trying to, I suppose, as we see.
Koska just did 500 damage with a pouncy front.
Well, that's because he is he's infused.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's his great damage. He's not doing very well. Look at that damage. He's got West Clay. There she is. Let's put out the Koska, but no one does for one. So you're probably gonna die. Oh, found it! Why could have went back to base there when he could have just, got a few glimmer shots before he left? It's strategies, and I like them. If you have one, they just kind of just go in and just do stuff and hope it works. And essentially has got defeated, so 2 lives left. I'm sorry, but there isn't one. I think they kind of had one when they went into the game, after went into Kitty Wall, into Impale, into Kestrel Death. But it's got to that stage of the game now where that ain't gonna work no more. That's an early game. Strategies like that are completely early game. Well, they've got reflex blocks. They got ways to block. Here we go. Where's the first justice? Just make it all go out. That's what he plays dead now. Oh, a reflex block is perfect time. And now we're going to get the defense to allow the quarter point. Somehow they didn't block it. And this is an Elite 8 game through and through. Anime saved me. Oh no, the burn on the Dagio actually picks up the kill on the Lance. And that is yeah, it is an entirely Elite 8 game. Now they can win this whenever they want to. It's just a ticking time bomb. When do they win this game, not how.
Yeah, they totally agree. They've gone about nearly 5k goal difference now. They're ahead 8.
Pick a CP Glaive. Like, I'm so sorry.
I believe now.
Behind, if you fall behind, you lose the game.
Correct me if I'm
time, especially you need a perfect comp for Glaive. He's on 1 in 10% chance of capture with a CP Glaive. That's why I don't like him, because the odds are just forever out of his favour. He would not win the Hunger Games.
Like, don't get me wrong. To draw on what you said, you kind of summed it up really well in terms of the logic by the side of Impunity to pick the Glaive. In terms of, in theory, it's a good comp because you have the afterburn, but the problem is the Koska is too mobile, the Koska is too powerful, the Adagio gets too much sustain, and the Glaive doesn't have enough damage.
Oh, Cornwall's second, third health damage right there, and now we're just seeing how much damage. They can't do it. This Baron is too powerful. Look at that, Cornwall's dead in like 2 hits. Gets Fountain, blocks it. Down goes Glaive to Baron as well. Will they give him the triple kills? The Yellow Cat Defensive comes out, and that will be the triple kill ace. Coming out from Baron, Yellow Cat Defensive, perfect, and they're just not blocking anything. This is Elite 8 game now.
Hund Jaegers.
600 to 700 damage with each shot from Baron.
Jaeger to MVP with that fight alone. He was so mobile. He jumped over them. He jumped around them. He got off. I think it must have been. Yeah, he got off his reflex block perfectly, and then the Adagio got off another reflex perfectly. But he played that Baron in that team fight like as if it was a more mobile hero. He was moving about. He was confident. He took on the players one by one and wasn't afraid to take them down. And yeah, it showed. He was just that triple kill, that ace. It was MVP moment right there. Fantastic.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I'm going to let them say it in their little speech a bit, but there's another drop over. Walks into the one-shot, one kill, but it's not going to do anything. Getting has to run away as fast as he can. Oh, Anime says he wants to kill Spaghetti. Oh, he wants it. He's going to try and go for it, but there's the ultimate coming in. And Baron's just going to jump across the hole. Puts up a much better position. And damage comes out. Full back orders. Don't all that continues. Koshka makes up the kill on the glaive. And then on Kestrel, who tries to get the kill, but it's too late. And Baron again picks up the next kill. Oh, the analysts are coming up with such great stuff, and I want to say it myself. I'm gonna give them their 5 minutes of fame after this game. They've got some really good points here.
Yeah.
Try and let them
what I do love is that what I love about ELITE8 in this match is that they're actually not afraid to let one, even two of their team members die for the sacrifice of winning a team fight. You know what I mean? So they're being aggressive and they're going, look, we don't mind if our support dies. We don't mind if our jungler dies or one of them dies. Once we win a team fight and we get an ace out of it and there's at least one of our members still standing, it means that we can take advantage.
Baron with a fantastic eye on Cannon there. Look at the vision right at the back that they haven't hit somehow. I don't know how they got vision there, but they did, and that's awesome. And now they're actually going to push around and stop the Impunity boys getting back. They keep the Kraken in such a bad position right now. Quarter Voice is going to try and teleport back to base right now by the looks of things. Anime Safety is going to try and go in, but Ink's going to keep them back. And now look at this, Spaghetti's in a very bad spot. Jaeger just keeping the pressure up. And then they're going to teleport because they are coming back in. There you go, there's the jump over the wall. Going to take that turret in 2 shots. 1,000 damage in total with 2 shots. Anime Safety may fall here, but Ilot's going to go in with that versus Joshua. Now he goes into the point that he hits all 3 members. And now we see that Jaeger is just doing so much damage. He may get taken out by Kestrel. He does. But it's too little, too late. The crystal is destroyed, and that is ELITE8 playing an incredible game. That was absolutely fantastic, and that is now 1-1 from ELITE8 to Impunity.
Yeah, again we're going into third match. Both rounds now into third match, and this is really interesting.
Could have been avoided.
Pardon?
Just saying. It could have been avoided, just saying.
Oh, look, it definitely could have, but I don't think necessarily Impunity lost the draft, and we'll let the analysts, of course, talk
Oh,
a lot
they
more
did.
about it. But no.
We've seen all these messages the analysts are putting. They have straight up lost the draft because of how well ELITE8 drafted that game. But do you know what? Before we go any further, because we will talk about it in the chat about this, or we will disagree till the end of time.
Yeah, okay.
We're very good for it. So what we're going to do is we'll send it over to to hear the points that they were bringing up as that game went on, and those analysts are Physics and Mini Mitre.
Thank you, Sketchy. Please learn how to pronounce my name after you've learned to pronounce Court d'Ivoire, but okay.
Mini Mitre, not Mini Mitre.
And I think I get what Imperium was trying to say. I think they didn't lose the draft. It was just ELITE8 won it ridiculously well. The comp that they came out with, Adagio as a healer, is just ridiculously good. If you're gonna get a healer and the other team doesn't, you're already kind of like got a point up on your enemy. And then the Koshka early game, like you can win early game with Koshka, but you don't have to. You can just wait for Baron to ramp up into late game and not lose the early game because you've got a Koshka. It was such a well played draft, and Impunity had nothing to counter it.
I think Impunity could have kind of played better into this draft, though. I think Glaive in the lane on Court of All would have been better because Glaive does so little damage with on Crystal Utility Glaive, and Kestrel would have done a lot more with on Crystal.
Yeah, if they'd have gone for a weapon glaive in the lane, because you're into a Baron, you're not going to get destroyed early game, which is kind of some problem for melee laners. And the Crystal Jungle Kestrel is someone who can kill a Koshka in the early game. If you play it well, get a couple of glimmer shots on Koshka. She's so squishy that you can beat her early game. You can take her jungle and stop the Baron ramping up because you've just destroyed Koshka in the jungle. But it was very well drafted, very well played from ELITE8 overall.
Yeah, ELITE8 definitely got this game. So it looks like there's gonna be a match 3 this time. I mean, this game finished so fast I didn't have time to finish my lunch. I was just sitting back thinking, yeah, Crystal Kestrel, Weapon Glaive, they got this, and then boom, boom, boom,
Yeah, they went for the cooldown glaive, and I don't think cooldown glaive has won yet. I'm not sure about that, but
he's won one.
He's won one. Okay, thank you, Sketchy. But for the people that are interested in superstitions, I think Team A has won. They've definitely won more than Team B in all of these games.
Maybe it's because I think it's because of the yeah, every game so far.
Was every game so far
Hey.
by Team A. So Impunity obviously going to try and keep this up, and ELITE8 are going to be like, no, we know how to counter healers, or we just ban them out, and then we can beat you in the draft in a non-healer draft.
ELITE definitely has the advantage in the draft here because they can control whether they get the healer or not. Once again, kind of disappointed they didn't pull out a fortress here, and they kind of played the Impunity kind of played this comp very weirdly. But Koshka doing damage with the aftershock. You have Lance and Glaive, two of the heroes with the most amount of health in the Halcyon Fold, and you do a portion of their max health with aftershock proc. It just doesn't work.
Such a good decision to get an aftershock and then Broken Myth. It's a really strong build on lots of Crystal Assassins, Alpha, Koshka, people like that. And especially with Koshka because she uses her Twirly Death and gets an empowered basic attack along with the aftershock proc. Is you can just do so much, and there's not a lot Kestrel can do because you can't. If you get seen by Koshka, you're going to be hit by the Pouncy Fun. That's 300 damage straight away. And if Koshka's got stacks, you can get up to 400-500 damage. And then there's a weapon power Baron who's just going to kill you.
Yeah, the way Koshka is being played is just with the Broken Myth, you just dash in, dash out, and then you just dash in again when you're ready to commit to the fight and you have like 9 stacks of Broken Myth, just Atlas, Kestrel, deal damage, focus down Kestrel because she's just the main damage dealer here. And then
that's the problem. With the assassins are meant to take down one of the enemy who's the most valuable, and CP Glaive is only there to help peel for one damage dealer in your team. So it's like Koshka completely counters CP Glaive because Koshka wants to burst someone down, and then once you've done that, the Glaive's got nothing. Like you've got a Lance Glaive who's just got a bit of health, and if they do it well, Lance Glaive won't even be low. Kestrel will be dead, and it'll be a 3v2.
Yeah, that's probably okay. So, like, looking forward into the next draft, though, because this game is kind of well. What do you think Impunity is gonna ban and pick here? Because they have the advantage now. They have the A side.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna ban healers? Are they gonna ban Fortress so that they can secure a healer? Or what do you think?
Impunity could do. Impunity, I think they should keep the healers open, but we are going to find out soon. The teams are ready. The draft's ready, Fee?
And let the draft begin. Begin? No? Anytime soon?
Okay.
There we go.
The draft begins.
I think we need to fire Mrs. Producer Lady. That was not the best transition, but it's okay.
Don't be taking my jokes!
It was too easy. It was too easy a joke. And so they're going to be thinking about it. Impunity. They've really got to decide: are we gonna want to take one healer? No, we're not. They're gonna go. You ban Adagio. We'll play you without any healers. Unless of course, ELITE8 decide that they're gonna let one healer through. I don't see any hero except Adagio that would be a good ban here.
Looking at the game so far this week, like any game with a healer, which is generally the A team, they've got the game. I think that's why the A side has been winning, because they've got the healers and no one has been thinking to counter Fortress at all. And yeah, it just makes it so important. Then we have ELITE8 going to bonus time again, and they ban a Samuel.
So they've decided that they can counter the Adagio, which will inevitably come out from Team A. Of course, they might not. Fortress is open, so Adagio isn't an instant pick. But Samuel, why Samuel?
I think they're still kind of like apprehensive of Spaghetti Samuel because he played marvelously during the first match of the series. I think that's why. Technically, Impunity is still in a position to pick Adagio here because if they decide to pick Fortress, Vox is also definitely a counter.
Yeah, you can certainly do a Crystal Vox reasonably well into Fortress or a Weapon Vox, because if they have anyone who wants to try and dive on top of Vox, as soon as Fortress ults, then that's Wolves, which are just free things to bounce off if you do a Crystal Vox into Fortress. And Adagio has been picked up, but are they gonna go Fortress? Are they gonna do the smart pick?
As a here, I'll definitely pick Fortress here. Either ban or pick Fox, and they're set for the game.
So, you think who should ban or pick Fox? Impunity or ELITE8?
Oh, well, looks like they decided to go for the Lance here.
Oh, my draft is frozen. So yeah, they've gone for Lance.
They've gone for Lance. I guess they've
Lance
tried.
is a good roam. He's generally quite strong, but neither team here is thinking Fortress is worth playing.
Yeah, which is kind of disappointing. I guess there is some kind of reasoning behind picking Lance to deny Ink of his main. So maybe that's why. But
Yeah,
wait,
that
it
would be a
looks.
smart pick. Be a smart
But
pick
then-
to if you don't want to ban away the hero the main of your enemy, you just pick it. They've gone for a Koshka ban and a Samuel ban.
Yeah, they're trying to ban out Spaghetti's hero pool here right now, but I think it's just gonna be quite feud out here. Cause
Yeah, I've got as you said earlier, Spaghetti. He has got a lot of heroes which he can play well. I wouldn't be surprised if someone, let's just say Jewel, who he decides, you know what, I can play this hero amazingly well as well. So you can try and ban away, but I'm sure he's not only got 2 heroes that he can play.
And this is rather interesting. It looks like Inked is gonna get swapped up for Death Q. So is the old and famous Legion who's gonna be fielded here today. Inked is gonna be subbed out, and Taka Bear. I think they're definitely gonna shine for this. I mean, I don't think ELITE8 is gonna see the importance of Fortress here. And
So who do you
I'm
think? Why do you think they banned Taka?
wait, hold on. First thing I'm gonna call it. It is Impunity winning today. And for banning Taka, once again, they banned Taka for one of the previous matches. I think it's because of a target ban. There's probably someone here who is someone on ELITE8 who is pretty good on Taka. That's why they've kind of banned him.
Yeah, they probably looked to VG Minor or looked to the stats of how the ELITE8 teams have been playing and found that Taka has either a high pick rate or a high win rate on the side of
Or
ELITE8.
it could be that they're trying to ban out the Model 1 heroes because if they pick Fortune right here and now, you can still pick Crystal Vox to counter him. And Rona's kinda okay, slow, but she gets she's weak to crowd control.
Rona is quite good, but you can't get the mortal wound off that often as a weapon Rona, because you want to be you don't want to be getting mortal wound. It's just not the way you're meant to play Rona. Go for Ringo. They use quite a bit of bonus time to think of that, and Lance Ringo is a good combination. They have a lot of good synergy. When Lance lands an Impale, Ringo can get a triple shot of his Achilles shot and Twirling Silver and do quite a lot of damage.
I'd say Voxio would be the pick for Impunity here, just because you can deny ELITE8 the possibility of picking Fortress, and
you can pre-counter it. If you go for the Vox here, you can kind of pre-counter Fortress. So you can pick it, but we've already got a hero ready to counter it. And, they could also go for Gwen. Would be quite a good option. It's just as a weapon power carry.
I guess, but then again, Vox is quite flex. You can put him Crystal if Fortress is run. You can also put him in weapon, and he'll be a really good late game carry. And I think he's just the best pick here. I know Ringo does counter Vox in the earlier game, but if Vox can carry into the late game, if Adagio can get him there, he'll be just such a glaive. Really?
He may be a weapon play. Don't despair. It might be a weapon play.
Well, yeah, we'll just sit here and hope that there is a weapon glaive that might finally pop out after like the previous matches going on. Crystal glaive here and there, and just no.
Impunity are going to go that Crystal Glaive hasn't been working. So we're either going to win with Crystal Glaive or win as Team A.
I guess they've had Spaghetti is pretty comfortable on Glaive though. Maybe they're just putting trust in his afterburn skills.
And Catherine.
Catherine.
That has to be a weapon glaive.
Yes! We have a
They
weapon
cannot-
glaive. Unless they're doing
Well,
Crystal Catherine. They might do Crystal
Unless they do-
Catherine. It's
But then what? They do Crystal Catherine, Crystal Adagio, Roman glaive. I wouldn't mind that.
Roman Daggio weapon glaive thing. That might be quite troll though. I don't know, but
I
this is
don't-
really.
Ozo! Ozo's been picked, but he's not with Adagio.
Oh
So
wait,
Ozo
why?
can do a lot of damage. What's wrong with
Why?
Ozo?
But Catherine with stun, Catherine can just stun Ozo out like nobody's business.
So
You
can
have
Glaive.
Glaive with the stun. Yeah, you have two front liners who can kind of like tank the damage on Ozo, and Adagio is just there to provide the support. Why is
So
Ozo
I
being
think from
picked?
Fee's tone of voice, you're going for Impunity then, with the probably a weapon glaive.
Hey,
you're not
Impunity
liking
is a
the-
fan favorite, and I do support them as well. They've been playing together as a team, and this is the original team, the original Infamous Legion. They've been together for a long time. They play together at Spaghetti's house. They've went to works together. They synergize. They pull off some pretty cool and wacky comps. I think they got this.
See, I want
And they
to
have
say
a
Elite
Daggio.
8. I want to go with ELITE8, but I don't see how Ozo can. Like, if Ozo goes anywhere near Catherine, he's going to be stunned out of his jump, and it's not going to work. And then the glaive can just punt Ozo away as soon as he gets on top of Adagio. Adagio can poke from range. I have to see this going to Impunity.
Yeah, Impunity has Adagio. Ta-da, game over.
Mm.
Thing. And Elite,
Not
why
game
did
over.
Why did ELITE8 not pick Fortress? I mean, Fortress here is just good into this composition. They have a Ringo, they have a Lance, they just set up to dive. I don't know.
Ringo
it's-
Fortress, Ringo Lance would have been really good here. It would have worked, but they've gone for Ozo, and it's going to be a Crystal Ozo. If this Ozo is played well, then there is a chance that Ozo can win. But I think the Catherine will be played better and will counter this Ozo, especially if the Catherine gets a bit of cooldown on that Merciless Pursuit to just constantly stun him.
Alright, so while we're waiting for people, for the players to get into the game, shall we just make a bet here? Because it's kind of, this is the original Infamous Legion here. They're playing Adagio, Glaive, and Catherine. Let's take a guess on who will play on which character and which position they will be. Because you have Glaive who can go in the lane, you have Glaive who can go in the jungle.
I
mean,
believe it'll be Elaine. Oh wait, so what are we into Ringo? I'm gonna go Lane and Adagio, Jungle Glaive, and support Catherine.
which players will be on which heroes?
I do not know the players well enough to say.
I
Who is
guess
it?
the
Who's
original was be Spaghetti and Lane, and Quidavor is the roam, and Defq is the jungler. But it looks like I'm kind of wrong here, because Quidavor just locked into a Adagio. Defq is...
And
It's like they're just playing my feelings. Just Spaghetti is just rotating through and soft locking all the heroes, going like, "Hey, guess what I'm gonna play?" Definitely not Catherine, because his roam is not as he's good at all roles, but he's way better in the lane and jungle as compared to roam.
so hopefully everyone is ready and going into the game. So we're going to pass it over to our casters, ready to tell you about this game. We've got Sketchy Brit and Imperium.
Hey guys, and it looks like Impunity are just wasting time there. That was a time waste, not happy with that. But my name is the Sketchy Brit, and I'm joined here by the very Irish Imperium, good friend of mine. How you doing, dude? He's not there. Okay. I am here though, so it's gonna be awesome. I'm not sure if I actually took myself off mute. I'm probably gonna be told very soon.
I'm
But,
here.
yeah, we have... Oh, he's back now. Yeah, hey Imperium, how you doing, Mr. Late
Sorry, I just had to disconnect and connect again. Anyway, I'm very good. I'm looking for this third game of match 2 today. And one thing I do want to point out, because for some reason, I'm into the game. One thing I do want to point out is every game that a heal hero has been picked in, the team that's got the heal hero has won. You know, so that is unbelievable. Billy, you there?
Yeah, kind
Okay.
of. I just crashed. It's reloading everything now.
Yeah, I'm just saying the game kind of crashed on my side, and I've reloaded now. But anyway, just I'll keep kind of talking. I don't think it's on stream either, so just kind of give people an idea home what's going on.
I don't know. My
Lance-
game just crashed.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to give them an idea. I'm in the game. Okay. So the Lance and the Ringo are up in lane with the Adagio. The Adagio seems to be on carry, the Glaive on weapon power, and the Cat on support. So this is going to be really interesting to see what kind of damage are going to be able to come out from the Impunity team. You have Hylock going for a lovely impale but missing it, and that's going to put him in a bad position, and he's nearly dead, and he has died. We've Ozo has taken out the Adagio, but the Ringo is nearly dead. Hunyegers is nearly dead. He's low on health. You have lovely afterburn. You are back in game, Sketchy Brit, yeah?
I love DefQ. He is the reason that there were 3 kills right there. He is the exact.
Sorry, Brit, are you there?
Did you not hear any of what I just said?
No, I didn't hear any of what you just said, mate.
Well, I was just going on an absolute praise rant about how much I love DefQ.
Okay.
And so he goes down. It's so good to see the actual Impunity boys together now. You know, the core team. Obviously, it looks like they've got Inked in just to, you know, be awesome and just give some training, because I have no idea who Inked is. Never heard of him before. And now that DefQ is here, you are about to see plays. This is going to be so awesome. Jaeger's getting pushed back. Oh, look at my... Oh, it's like the secret play is DefQ. There's no comp. It's just DefQ. Where's the stun? It's on cooldown, and down will go Adagio because, you know, Ozo is actually really good against Adagio. And we're going to be seeing Glaive come in just to get the kill. And now Ozo's going to try and take some damage, but it's just going to, it's not going to hurt. But Inked apparently is Daddylicious from Chomp Chomp. Yeah, it's not someone, that's a trade. It's not what I'd do. And Anime Safety is going to probably fall to Glaive, but would he pick the kill on the Catherine? No. Oh, I do like Daddylicious was one of my favourite roams back in the day because he was so aggressive. He was absolutely beautiful. And now Izzy Jaeger's getting pressed again. This is Impunity, Imperium. This is like kill after fight after fight. Yeah.
We've got 10 kills. We've got 10 kills total
in
3.5 minutes.
Impunity's back.
This has been just literally all guns are blazing, gloves are off. This is just non-stop action. This is what we want to see. This is what we've wanted to see. Sketchy Brit, this is fantastic stuff. I do think
if you want more awesome non-stop action, don't forget to check out our sponsors, Mob Crush, of course, probably. If you're watching on Facebook, come on, Mob. And of course, don't forget to give a special thanks to our other awesome sponsors, Deny Gaming. Go check them out on denygaming.co.id. Great people.
Yeah,
it's actually
was...
good to finally see a weapon power Glaive. Someone's actually playing Glaive right.
It is. Just on a side note, I was actually checking out the website of Deny Gaming earlier while we were on the little bit of break there, and it's a fantastic looking website with loads of games, with loads of content. So yeah, definitely check it out. But anyway, back to the game. Yeah, so weapon power Glaive, it's what we want to see. It's what we kind of realistically expect from a Glaive. None of this.
Yeah.
Let's try crystal power in the hope that it works, because it's worked every now and again.
Every fifth ranked game.
Every fifth ranked game, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised Ozo was picked on the side of ELITE8 because yeah, he goes well into Adagio, but you've got that stun on Catherine which can completely shut down the Ozo. So it's going to be interesting how aggressive or how calculated the Ozo will be in going into a fight. Whether they'll kind of try to engage and try and force Catherine to use her stun, then kind of back out and let the Odo jump in. And if they can do that and win a team fight, then it can pay off for them. But they still got to be careful.
I love how most teams have like a secret comp for like heroes they keep up the sleeve. Impunity has a secret plan. Going down, maybe just slice and bounce it. Anime Save me not able to do too much. Lance does fall, and I lag out a little bit there. Spaghetti taking a lot of damage from Anime Save Me, and this is just
Def you! Def you, bruh!
he is the guy. Fintal from Goldmine from lane. He's that guy. So I'm so glad to...
I still can't believe it. 11 kills in the first in the first 6 minutes. You've got it's close in terms of this turret is going down, but they're targeting on this Ringo who's way out of position, and he gets
He like ran left instead of right. Like, I have no idea why he did that, but now we got Anime Saving trying to do damage, but no. It's just gonna be another turret push. I'm pretty sure this one is going down, no matter what they try and do. Bye bye turret. Hello farm. I tried to think of something cool to say, but I couldn't think of it.
It's okay. It's okay. We can't all say cool things all the time. I just love
I
what?
Constantly caught laughing at my pain.
I do. I love. Hey, you left me hanging earlier on when I couldn't think of Celeste. Heliogenesis, and you laughed and you let me hang, so you deserve it.
Oh. Yeah, I do. I did get Carmen right there. I did do that to you.
So
I'm gonna keep
Carmen's a beautiful thing. Anyway, yeah. So look, Impunity have roughly about 2k gold lead. They're double on kills. They aren't controlling the match because the fights have been really aggressive from both sides, which is what we want to see. But it's gonna be really interesting how ELITE8 can try to kind of get around this. The Adagio is really holding his own. The Glaive is unbeatable at the moment. He's on only He's on 6-1. Def Q is playing a fantastic weapon power Glaive, getting on that Ringo beautifully.
You just said Def Q is playing an amazing weapon power Glaive.
Oh my god, my apologies. I meant Catherine. Scrapped that. I didn't say that. I meant Spaghetti playing a great weapon power Glaive. But Def Q is playing a fantastic Catherine. Let me move on from that because what I said didn't actually. He said that was a fantastic team walk.
But he did manage to hit. He did take a merciless pursuit to the wall, so he did get stunned as well. But Def Q just holding the lane now. Court d'Ivoire is trying to clear this out best he can, but this game's stalling. I'm judging Impunity right now. Just judging him. Oh, Spaghetti's as soon as I say that, Spaghetti just decides he wants to go in, so he does. And now we're going to see Court d'Ivoire taking a lot of damage, and here comes the banger, but he gets completely destroyed before he's able to do anything. Not long till the afterburn is up, and that is going to be a Lance going down. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Court d'Ivoire taken down by Hunyega, though, but that's a one-power Glaive. That's what a Glaive should do, and that is damage, not just be a glorified afterburn. Thank you, Spaghetti, for playing a proper Glaive. I love your face. 505 damage with one Glaive hit.
It's take no prisoners. But he's also got a Sour Blade on top of the tension bow, so it's not just that, so to speak, early game damage. It's that consistently. Look at him, he's taking chunks out of Anime Save Me. He does need to be saved by the Crystal Sentry, and Spaghetti does back off, but yeah, that damage coming out of that Glaive is just fantastic. It does help that Court d'Ivoire does have the buff to help Spaghetti should he need it. I know, but I did say it right.
I'm pretty sure he's just trolling us right now because we said it for so long. He's just like, nah. And he's then he's going to turn around like the end of the game and say, no, it is actually Court d'Ivoire, so I was just messing with him. If he does that, I will not be happy with him. And I'm just going to call him cutie. I can't say that on stream. But yeah, I will go down. I think it's going to move me. And Ilok does go down for lots of damage. And wow! That's called a 3-hit Glaive right there. It took out the Ringo in 3 hits. It was with the racing attack, the afterburn, and the cleave.
You wouldn't see Stormground Aftershock Live doing that, but anyway, no.
Just saying.
But no.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
at the end of the
Just
day,
saying. Thank you for helping my point there. I'm gonna keep
Okay.
hopping up outside. Super Glaive sucks.
no, I'm not as harsh as you, but I understand that there's a big difference, and so far this weapon bar glaive is working tremendously. As they are just
Because it's
you're
good.
not afraid.
Versus just down. And they don't quite take out the Christmas we got to help the back, but there we go, Glaive actually takes out the Rico. Doesn't even care. And actually, you know, does some great stuff. I know he's saying he's going to go on to Court of War, who doesn't actually have a reflex block right now, so he can't block that. I know he's saying he's going to go back in with a nice reflex block, trying to do the damage he can. Court of War manages to pick up the kill. And now they're going to go on to Ilok. Where is his Agent of Wrath? No, Ilok gets away. It's good for Ilok, no. And they're up anyway. And this like, he just said Geo with 9 stacks. I don't know who Geo is, but anyway, probably called a voice with 9 stacks. That was really well done, really well played. Holding his stack perfectly. They get a gold payout, Imperium, and this is the Impunity I've been waiting to see since the first day of Vainglory 8.
Yeah. It can't be, as I said, like you've got. Don't get me wrong, ELITE8 have a decent comp. They do have a really decent comp with the Ozo. The Ozo is powerful, and so is the Ringo. But you can't deny the fact that, as well as Impunity playing better, they've got that heal hero in Adagio, and they've got that weapon power glaive, which we both know are heroes that are currently in the meta. Essentially, they're currently strong heroes. They work fantastically in their own right, and together they are making a big difference, as we see another engage.
Yeah, and Glaive almost dies. He's got that. He's got that quantity. Now just essentially a CP Glaive. It's going to be a glorified Aftermath with a little bit of burst. And he's actually going to go for it, but the Fountain comes in and he's shot. Now Anime Saving is going to go. A nice acrobats, but puts me into death zone essentially, and he will get picked up by the kill as the lance goes down. And Jaeger gets picked up by a glaive afterburn, and that is beautiful playtime work by Impunity. Just so well done. It almost felt like that our boys in red, our ELITE8, were going to win that fight from the start because they almost killed Glaive, but it just did not go their way.
Well, yeah, because you got Adagio that does save him, but Spaghetti did back off by all means, but. Yeah, and Def Q is playing a fantastic job. Played a fantastic match in Catherine, and yeah, look, another 13-minute match. Another 13-minute match.
Third game over. That is
the
third game over. This one time, we normally go to round this. I'm going to say no, because that was such a great game.